Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman tabled the economic survey report in the Lok Sabha here on Monday, marking the first day of the budget session of the parliament. The survey projected a gross domestic product growth rate in the range of 8 to 8.5% for the next fiscal year 2022-2023. The economy is projected to grow at 9.2% in the current fiscal. The budget session of the parliament is likely to be stormy, with the opposition political parties all geared up to raise the Pegasus snooping allegations, farmers' issues and the border row with China. The session is being held in the midst of crucial assembly elections in 5 states, including Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP is locked in a bitter electoral contest with its rivals. And with the campaigning in full swing, it will have an effect on the parliament proceedings. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will present the 4th budget of the Modi 2.0 government on February 1st, 2022. The focus of the budget is expected to be on further accelerating India's pace of recovery from the pandemic shock, along with shoring up India's healthcare system to secure against any future outbreaks. The government will continue to spend more to aid the recovery and put India back on a trajectory of higher growth. Announcement of various PLI schemes have added heft to India's manufacturing ambitions and will speed up India's march to reach the $5 trillion economic goal. Economic survey projects economic to grow at 9.2% in the current fiscal. Forecasts fiscal year 2023 real GDP growth at 8 to 8.5%. The budget session of the parliament began today with the address by President Ram Nath Kovind to both houses in the Central Hall. The budget session is scheduled to conclude on April 8, wherein the first part of the session will extend up to February 11. The Union Budget 2022 to 2023 to be presented by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on February 1st will be in paperless form. No 0R on 31st January and 1st of February. Even no halwa ceremony this time around Omicron worries. Strict COVID-19 protocols will continue to be maintained in the parliament. To talk about budget expectations, healthcare industry seeks priority status increase in fund allocation to 3% of GDP. Some experts are anticipating changes in income tax slabs and rates. Budget 2022 will be MSME and export oriented. Budget should also focus on amping up health infrastructure. Fintech industry hopes for incentives in budget to push financial conclusion. Real estate sector expects tax relief industry status from Nirmala Sitharaman. Experts want the budget to focus on bridging widened inequality in economy and create job. Pharma industry wants budget to announce incentives for conducting R&D. On the other, if we talk about budget and market watchers believe that despite the higher target divestment for the upcoming financial year in the union budget, LIC IPO will be the key for the targets. Centre is likely to miss the target for divestment and strategic stake sales in the fiscal year 21-22. Analysts do not see any change in capital gain tax or equity. If we talk about economic indicators, NSO data and the third quarter results emanating from the corporate sector paint a picture of cautious optimism. Key challenge to strike a balance between supporting the growth by reviving the dormant private consumption and investment demands while containing the inflation. The Purchasing Managers Index for services is back to pre-COVID levels. According to the expert opinion, considering the contribution of startups to growth of the economy, nurturing them back to their feet through appropriate support measures and incentives can ensure an untold boost to the employment rates, drawing maximum FDI channels to the country once again. On the other, economics has become too important for the citizens of India to be left to economists alone. It is time for wider deliberations about India's development trajectory. Non-economists, according to the economist, must be listened to. Economic policies focused on only increasing the top line of GDP are not the solution. Policies must also focus on the bottom line on increasing incomes at the bottom faster for all. Bureau Report, Hallabol.